Hello again, all you happy comic book collecting people in YouTube land and elsewhere. Uh, Welcome back to my little corner of the Forbidden Zone. And I have another stack from the $2 bins from my local comic shop. Uh, my son and I went earlier today and saw the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. Uh, I liked it. It was, it was a lot of comic book stuff in there. It was it was fun. It just seemed to me like there was something lacking in it. I don't know. Uh, I've already seen Superman. I gave it like an 11 out of 10 because I just love that movie. I saw it twice, and this one I'll probably just wait for it to come on streaming or DVD, and I might get it then. But it's it just didn't hit me as hard or hit me in the right place that the Superman movie did. But it was fun. I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff in it. You actually get to see Galactus as he should look, you know. But just you know, I don't know. A lot of people loved it. I've seen some people that said they didn't like it so much. I mean, I liked it, and anytime my son and I get to hang out together and go to a movie or go to the comic shop, which we did today, it's a win win for me. So anything we get to do, because I'm so busy and he's so busy, we work in family, and it's a lot just to get a few hours just to kind of hang out. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't diss the movie to anybody. It's just it was okay to me. Let's put it that way. So let's get to the comic books. My son is into this series called Berserk, and those of you that have read that know what I'm talking about. It's I can't remember the guy's name. He's passed away now. He's an Asian illustrator, uh, but it's a really great adventure story, and I guess there's like tons of volumes of it, and I think they're just starting to like reprint it in the little size. But the guy saw him pick up a volume of it in the comic book store, and he said, "Hey man, I might have something over here you like." So there's like the first three or four volumes like in a hardback in comic book size. So he was all over that, and he cut him a deal on it, because he knows me, and he cut me a deal on the stack I got. Uh, but yeah, it's always fun to get to hang out with the kid, and I'm glad he makes some time so we can do that, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, like I say, he was going after his stuff, and all I wanted to do was look through the $2 box. I'm thinking Todd, the guy that owns our shop, I think he must have a stash of this somewhere. It's like all Bronze Age. Nothing, there's not going to be any keys in there or anything, unless it's just a key to you or to me, or Uh, but yeah, just some fun stuff in there. Found probably 9 or 10 comics that I had on my want list, that I didn't expect to see. So that was cool. Got some other stuff I hadn't seen. There's a couple old Silver Age books in there that I was happy to pick up, and so I'll just kind of get into it. These are like later Bronze Age. This is when the new Teen Titans had their deluxe title. This is from 1985. I only have like maybe one or two of this series, and I really want to go back and get all the ones that George Perez was still doing the art on. Like I say, this is what they call the deluxe. I think this and the Legion of Superheroes were like the first two titles to be what they call deluxe editions, only for the direct market. But just beautiful books, beautiful artwork, uh, painted covers by George Perez. So there is number three. I think I had number one and maybe one other in this run, and so I was kind of happy. These are like in great shape too. Like I say, these were the second volume, New Teen Titans. It's number two. Number four, Trigon. So happy to have these. And there's a few books I picked up I already had. Let's see, it's always nice to have a reading copy. This is like my favorite issue of Metal Men, owing to the fact that it's the first one I ever picked up when I was a kid. Uh, Metal Men 45, when they restarted the series in mid 70s. Got a great Dick Giordano cover, and this is the start of Walt Simonson's run as artist for probably 6 or 7 issues. I'm not sure. So this is one of the prominent ones from when I was a kid. And it's got the little DG there in the corner for Dick Giordano. Just a great little run. Still cheap, obviously. Couple more. Just okay. Well, it's okay to have a couple extras. Another one of my favorite series. Here's Cobra #2 with the Ernie Chan cover. This is another one of those short run series that does not hurt the wallet at all. Just 7 issues. I just always thought Cobra was a really interesting character. And here's issue #4, the great Joe Kubert cover. So always cool to have another copy of a Kubert cover. And I've got several titles or runs that that I want to complete someday. One of the runs that I probably haven't talked about before or haven't talked about much was my run on the Flash, the Silver Age series, or Silver Age to Bronze. And my goal is to collect all the issues from 150 to 350 till the end, and I'm probably about 80% there. But I found some of the later issues, which you don't see a whole lot in high grade, and there was like a solid run, and I think I got like 9 issues or 10 issues. And I think only one of them that I already had. I was checking my list as I was doing this, and I just went ahead and picked it up just because it was part of that run. Let's see if we can get these in order here. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Bear with me a minute, folks. Okay. Like I say, all these but one I never had. And all these are the trial of the Flash. They had him on trial for killing Professor Zoom for the however many time he thought he killed him. But this was part of Carmine Infantino's run. So here's issue 340. And all these are pretty much very fine to near mint. They were all like just in the one little stack in the box. 341. 342. 343. It's a good cover. The trial continues. 344. 345. 346. 347. 348. Oh look, oh no, he's guilty. And 349. And those of you who know and collect Flash, 350 was the last issue of this series, and I've already got that one. So, and then that just kind of leads into the first issue of Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, and we had to say goodbye to our hero later on, at least for a few years, huh? Okay, got some other odds and ends I was really happy to find. Got some Charlton Horror Haunted #48. Steve Ditko cover. was really happy to find this one because I'm trying to assemble the run of the Red Circle comics from the early 80s that had all the Crusaders and MLJ heroes in it. Here's Lancelot Strong, The Shield, #1. Cover by Alan Weiss and John Severin. And it's got a backup feature of Steel Sterling. It's also very cool. So this, I got to mark this one off my list. So that's 10 issues off my list. Got a Whitman variant, Flash Gordon, #30. Probably another George Wilson cover. It's good stuff. Just got the little chunk out of the top, but that's okay. $2. Really nice copy of a Joe Kubert cover, Sergeant Rock #379. And a couple more Chartwell modern comics reprint of a Charlton book. World of Wheels #23. And I really love this cover. All new Hot Rods and Racing Cars with Clint Curtis and the Road Knights, #116. Really nice, colorful 20-cent cover. Nothing wrong with that at all, huh? And from the Silver Age, Challengers of the Unknown, #60. Take that for $2 every day. It's got a little bit of a spine roll, got a few creases, but otherwise it looks really nice. So happy to find that. Did not have this one. And how about a little Western to finish it off? From Super Comics. These are reprints that came out like in 1958 or so. But this is Blazing Six Guns, #10. And I think some of these were like reprints from like 4 years before, like from 53 and 50. So I guess this is really Atomic Age, or I guess you could call it Golden Age too. But there was like a little small company called Timor Comics, Timor or Timor, and they just had like 4 or 5 little titles for a little bit. And this was reprinted, I think, from Blazing Western Comics, if I'm not mistaken. There's one of these, I kind of looked at one of these issues, had like Steve Ditko's very first Western artwork. So this almost looks like a John Severin cover. I tried to look up, I didn't get on comics.org, but I was looking up on some other website and couldn't find who did the cover or anything. It just kind of listed them. But that definitely looks like Severin to me. You guys tell me what you think. So, anyway, another great little haul. I guess he must have a stash somewhere. I don't know if I said that earlier or not, but going, there's all kinds of guys go through those boxes, and a lot of stuff is, like mid-70s, a lot of Bronze Age stuff. There'll be some oddball Silver Age stuff. There's some Archie stuff in there, Harvey, Charlton, of course, and he just seems like he just keeps on refilling those boxes. So I'm thinking he bought a collection somewhere of books that were like in less than desirable grade or less than desirable titles or series or whatever. And I think he just keeps refilling it once it starts to get empty. So I'm all for it. I think next time I go, I'm going to ask him, I said, where's your secret stash? And let me cherry pick a little bit, But yeah, Todd Sulfridge, he's a good guy. He's the one that runs the shop, and they're going to have a show in Richmond that he has every year here. So it'll be like, less than 10 minutes away from me in town. And it's always on October 4th and 5th. I said I might try to go both days. Just kind of go in before stuff kind of gets picked over, and then come back Sunday and try to get the bargains. That's always my plan, if I do 2 days. But but I'm playing that Saturday in the afternoon, so I might go in the morning, cause this like from 10 to 6 Saturday, maybe, and 10 to 4 on Sunday. So I might get a couple hours in like on Saturday, and then come back on Sunday and check it out again. So, but he always has a great show. Got I think as far as comic talent, they got Daryl Banks is going to be there. Bob Hall, longtime artist for Marvel and DC, Charlton. Sam De La Rosa. There's going to be some local artists that do comic book work. I guess they're going to have a few wrestling celebrities, Billy Gunn and Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. You know, I know everybody that watches wrestling is familiar with those names. Yeah, it should be fun. So, going to be putting back a little music money for that. So, guys, that's all I got. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. And we will see you soon. Onward and upward.